morning, dear students. My dear children, don't forget to wear mask when you go out. Wash your hands regularly with sanitizer and soap. Cover your mouth and nose if you cough or sneeze with the inside of your elbow. Don't get close to anyone who has cold or flu-like symptoms. Go to the doctor if you have a fever, cough, or feel that is difficult to breathe. If you go to the market or any other shops, do not touch anything there. In case you touch anything, don't forget to clean your hands with the sanitizer immediately. Do not touch your nose, eyes, and mouth before you clean your hands. Do not go close to anyone in outside, and do not go close to your pet animals also. I am Brinda. You are watching EduStar Class 3 English Lesson 6 The Rebel Part 1. Students, have you ever seen penguins anywhere? Okay, do you know what kind of places they live in? Yes, they live only in cold regions because the climate conditions there are ideal for them to survive. They cannot survive in hot areas. They may die due to temperature of heat or bad weather in hot areas. Just imagine what will happen if the penguins transport from the cold regions and come to live in the warmer regions. Yes, they might fall in lots of struggles. It might be difficult to them to live in hot areas. Here in this story, the rebel, a baby penguin, had decided to move to all over the world, including warmer places also. No penguin seems to think so, but this baby penguin thought. That is why the baby penguin called as the rebel. Rebel means one who always wants to do things differently. Okay, let's move into the story. Before enter into the story, I just give an intro about the story. So children, listen carefully. The penguin family lived comfortably in the Arctic region. Arctic means name of a place around the North Pole. The family had a mother and 3 children. The youngest penguin was not happy living in that cold and calm place. He had a strong desire to see the world. One day, when others were busy on their work, he left away from his home. Let's see in details what will happen next. Once upon a time, there lived a penguin family in the Arctic region. The mother penguin looked after her children very well with love and care. She searched food in cold water, caught some fish and squids, and fed her children. She wanted her children to be united among themselves and with other penguin families. Hence, she taught them how to live together and stay safe from their enemies, the wild animals. She always told her children to move together and help one another. She never allowed them to go far away except that particular surroundings because she afraid of their enemies. So she looked after her children carefully. She always kept an eye on them wherever she was and whatever she did. She kept them under her attentive. The first two elder children listened and obeyed their mother. They never violated his mother's words. But the third one was naughty and he hated all his mother's rules. He was not with his siblings. He never joined with them at all. Instead of being with them, he wandered here and there alone and often got scolding from his mother. He always told his brothers,
I want to see the world. I am sick and tired of this cold white desert.
So he was waiting for a chance to go out of his home place. The day he was eagerly awaiting came. On that day, when his mother was away and his brothers were playing with other penguins, he quietly left that place. So, at last he escaped from his mother's control and achieved his dream. He continued to walk and stopped only to sleep and eat. He picked out fish with his pointed beak from the icy water and ate them. After some days, while walking, he saw dry land at a distance. He felt happy for that place. The place he reached was different and beautiful. That was not like his home, which was full of ices and very quiet. There he found trees and flowers of bright colors full of scent.
It is nice that I left home. I will go back and tell my brothers and my friends all the good things I see here.
He said to himself, unaware of the danger that laid ahead for him. Even though that place was far away from his home, he could still find fish, but they tasted different. There he felt a little hot, but he never minded about that. And he thought,
I can learn to live with this heat.
after that, he continued to walk. He walked all the day and took rest only at night. Then he reached the place which was very hot. He could not move fast like before because of the heat. There he could not find anyone to talk with him. No one was there to play with him. So he started feeling lonely and missed his family and friends a lot. One day he saw some birds, felt happy and wanted to talk to the birds. But the birds didn't know him before. They gave a strange look on him. While he eagerly moved close to them, they just flew away with fear. Again, he started to walk with sad. Soon he came across the jungle. The jungle was full of thorny bushes and trees. Wherever he turns, he could see only trees and thorny bushes.
Where are the fish?
He thought. He couldn't find fish for him. So he just started to eat whatever he could find. And he became lonely and weak too.
Is this what I have come to see all the way?
He thought with regret. On that time, suddenly some wolves came and started to attack him. The poor little penguin was afraid and started to run away from them. He couldn't run fast because already he was very tired, and he slipped and rolled down and hid himself under the large rock. After the wolves passed, he noticed that his legs were hurt and wings also damaged. He wounded a lot and felt very tired and hungry too. Even though he was tired, he started to walking slowly again. By walking, he reached the seashore. He thought to go back to his home. So he was pleased to see a cargo ship there which could take him to his place. But the ship was inside the sea water. Without late, he jumped into the water and swam up to the ship. After came close to the ship, he hopped on to the deck of the ship. A young sailor saw him and feeling kind for him, he took the hungry and wounded penguin to his cabin. There he fed the penguin and looked after his injured feet. The little penguin was quite comfortable with the sailors. He travelled with them till they reached the Arctic region where the penguins lived. After reached the Arctic region, the sailors left the baby penguin with a group of other penguins. He found his family and friends among all the penguins. Finally, he was back with his family. His mother took him under her wings.
Child, never do this again. It is not good to do whatever pleases you without thinking,
She told him with tears in her eyes. My dear students, this advice is not only for that youngest penguin but for you also. Do not go anywhere without inform your parents. You don't know how the outside world is. Whatever you want to do, you can do under your parents' supervision. If you go outside in a crowd places, do not wander here and there. You may miss in the crowd. Always hold your mama or papa's hand. As a kid, you should be in your parents' control. Okay? Now, we can move to the BCS session. How will you answer if your mother asks you, what dress do you want to wear today? So, the question is, what dress do you want to wear today? Just assume you want to wear red shirt and black pant. Then how will you answer? You can answer in two ways. One is, I want to wear red shirt and black pant. The other one is, I would like to wear red shirt and black pant. Now, answer me. What dress do you want to wear today? Answers are, I want to wear red shirt and black pant, or I would like to wear red shirt and black pant. Okay students, practice these sentences in your home regularly. My dear students, stay safe at home, eat healthy food and stay strong. Thank you, dear students.